Hello, I'm Jenny Ferd and welcome to my library. I'm a chaotic neutral mechanical engineer who's really into permaculture and wants to talk about books. So let's talk about books. I completely forgot what I had done to myself when I turned on the camera, and I feel like I'm serving more of like a Laura Palmer. What I'm trying to serve is Maria DeLuca from Roswell. Today, we're doing aliens, baby. These are all of the books that I could pull from my shelf that confirmed have aliens, or I really wanted to talk about like alien adjacent stuff. I have so many sci-fi on my shelves that I thought had aliens in them, but they're just people instead. Like Monument, I could have sworn it was aliens. It's not, it's just people. I enlisted the help of ChatGPT to describe what the aliens are like, and I'm just gonna focus on aliens because this is too many books to go through like all of the plot stuff. So the first book that I have is The Fifth Wave by Rick Yancey. I read this several years ago and I really liked it. Watched the movie, thought it was terrible, and then I was kind of embarrassed at how much I liked this book. But I really did like it. So this features the Others, which are highly advanced extraterrestrial beings who invade Earth, and they largely remain unseen, orchestrating a series of devastating waves to wipe out humanity. So this is kind of like a apocalyptic tale, almost like a zombie apocalypse, but with aliens. The next book I have is The Sirens of Titan by Kurt Vonnegut. I love this book, and this features Tralfamadorians, a highly advanced, indifferent alien race who manipulate human history for their own purposes. So we do have some books here that I've read and I just completely don't remember, and one of those is The World of Null A. I mean, I just thought the cover on this was so cool, but the book itself, I don't remember for the life of me. According to this AI, this features various alien species, including the Dazan, who play a significant role in the interstellar conflict and political intrigue. So I can't really give this a recommendation because I just frankly don't remember it. The next book I have I can completely recommend, even though I've also read it such a long time ago, and that is Space Opera by Catherine M. Valente. I loved this book. This was such a fun book for me. This is about a kind of has-been band that accidentally kind of gets involved and enters like a Eurovision, but in order to secure the Earth and humanity in this intergalactic, to ensure our survival, honestly. And I just remember having such a fun time with all of the different types of aliens in that book. I also have a book I read this year, The Escape, which is in the Voyager Star Trek novel series. Voyager is my favorite Star Trek series. I love Voyager. Janeway is my favorite captain. This book is more about time travel and like this planet who really explores like time travel and then parallel worlds. It's a cool planet, but it has aliens just like any other Star Trek would have aliens. This book really centers around aliens and first contact with aliens. That is Saturn Run by John Sanford and Stein. You don't actually meet aliens, really, but they're such an important part of the plot of this book. So most of this is about different people on Earth preparing to go out and explore this mysterious ship. I personally wanted to include this one because I think it's such an interesting exploration into a different type of creature, and that is The Amber Spyglass by Philip Pullman. The creature that we're interested in here is Mulefa, an intelligent species with diamond-shaped skeletons and a unique relationship with their environment. I just remember the description of these beings as so alien and so cool. Daughters of Earth by Judith Merril is a collection of 3 either short stories or novellas that are about women in different sci-fi settings. So I really vividly remember the story Home Calling, which does feature like insect aliens, which was really, really fun for me. Now this actually made me want to reread this book because I don't know if I understood what was going on. I had a hard time connecting with this. That is The Cholera by Anne McCaffrey. The cholera in this book, or however you pronounce it, are mysterious luminescent creatures that produce valuable fibers central to the planet's economy and the ethical dilemmas in the story. I don't know. Anyway, this is a really weird book, and I don't know if I can actually recommend it. Oh, I did also want to include A Wrinkle in Time, because one can explore this book as more of a science fiction than a fantasy. And if you do, then there are kind of some aliens in this book. So there's like celestial beings. The next book I have is Solaris, where there's this, again, kind of a strange alien. Ocean on the planet that they're studying, Solaris, is a sentient alien entity that manifests the subconscious thoughts of human visitors in strange and disturbing ways. So it's a way of exploring a type of life, a type of consciousness that is just wholly alien. I had such a weird experience with this book. It's called Mankind Under the Leash. I have a love-hate relationship with this book because it was so uncomfortable and weird. There are all of these like dog metaphors, and it just like reads like this guy's into puppy play. It's weird and like kind of kinky, like in a really weird way. But I just can't stop thinking of this book, so it's made its way into my brain forever. There are these really, really powerful aliens that subjugate humanity and treat them like dogs. Then on the opposite side, what a weird book to pair with Mankind Under the Leash, the fairly serious Planet of Exile by Ursula K. Le Guin, which features humanoid aliens. There's just like different types of humans that live on this planet that experiences the seasons on an extremely long time scale, and winter is coming, and it's a terrifying prospect. Another book by Ursula K. Le Guin, the word for world is forest, and the aliens on this planet are Athshians. And they are small, I don't remember this, so hopefully this is correct. Small, green-furred, peaceful humanoids with deep connection to nature and dreaming. The environment and like environmentalism is such a key theme of this book. And I just have to throw out a trigger warning for this book specifically, because I did tell the plot of this book as I was reading it to my husband, and I've scarred him forever. He does not want me to talk about books to him ever again, because there are some incredibly brutal things that happen in this book. When it says peaceful, it's peaceful to a point. Oh, I am so excited to include this book, and that is Charlie and the Great Glass Elevator, because they go in the elevator to space, and in space they find the Vermicious Knids, a weird little alien that can spell. So I loved reading about the Vermicious Knids. I thought they were really fun. Now we have Ender's books. So let me start with Ender's Game. Ender's Game features Formix, insect-like alien species with a hive mind structure, and they're posing a threat to humanity. So honestly, it's kind of like the movie Starship Troopers, which is actually also based on a book, but the movie, in my opinion, is so much better than the book. I DNF'd the book. Anyway, Ender's Game, it's about this boy. He's in war, and he's commanding ships, and he's fighting an insect war. The next book in the Ender series that I read is Speaker for the Dead, which focuses on a few aliens. There's like the queen, the hive queen, and then there are also these aliens called piggies. The aliens and the exploration of the aliens and the alien world I just loved. I thought it was so interesting. I know Orson Scott Card is not a great guy or whatever, but I really love his exploration of alien species. So there's a virus and they're going to destroy the planet. I don't know. Why don't I remember this at all? Sorry, guys. I just remember that there was this other really, really interesting exploration of sentience and communication specifically, and I think that's in Children of the Mind. But again, we follow the same types of aliens as in the other books. Next up, we got good old-fashioned Martians in the Martian Chronicles. The Martians are telepathic beings with ancient mystical culture, and they succumb to human colonization. Isn't that fun? I don't remember this aspect at all, but in Mostly Harmless by Douglas Adams, evidently we get introduced to the Grebulons, an alien race that loses their memories due to a computer malfunction. In Life, the Universe, and Everything, we get introduced to the Cricket race that wants to destroy the universe after centuries of isolation. The Restaurant at the End of the Universe also has aliens. It has some really whimsical things, including Hagunians, which are shapeshifters. And the last book I have is The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, which includes a bunch of crazy aliens like Vogons, who are bureaucratic, unpleasant creatures, and Zaphod Beetlebrox, he has 2 heads and he's kind of wild. I should have probably started with The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy before going through the other books in the Hitchhikers series, but I should mention that I guess classically, the first 3 books of The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy are considered like the good ones, and then the other 2 are just like, not a money grab because it wasn't really what Douglas Adams wanted to do so much, but like an appeasement of publishers, if I understand that correctly. This series is similar to Space Opera. This series came first, but it's just a really fun exploration of the universe, the galaxy, in a ridiculous manner. So anyway, more aliens. So I've gone through all of the aliens. As far as I know, I'm sure I've read other things with aliens that I did not buy. Because I'm just thinking now, John Carter of Mars or whatever, I've read those. I've read like Planet of the Damned and stuff. Oh my gosh, Ringworld. I've read so many sci-fi in my day, and there are just a ton of aliens in general in science fiction. But again, shockingly, so many science fiction does not include aliens. Let me know if you're dressing up as an alien for this Halloween. Let me know if you also love aliens. I love aliens, as maybe is illustrated by how many books I've read with aliens in them. And can you leave me recommendations for graphic novels with aliens? I think that is a pretty big hole in my reading experience. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, consider sharing it with a friend who would also enjoy it. Consider liking and subscribing, and I will be back again soon. Sorry, I just feel like that was so YouTuber, so now I'm cringing at myself, and I need to get this off of my lips because I'm really, really thirsty and I don't know if this is safe.